Hello everyone, I'm Mona Lisa Dixit and welcome to the session on capital structure, which is a very important concept in finance. Today we are going to discuss about the meaning of capital structure and the factors determining capital structure. Let's understand what is a capital structure. A capital structure refers to the combination or mix of debt and equity which a company uses to finance its long-term operations, which means when somebody starts a company, he or she has to decide from where he has to raise the funds and what should be the mix of debt and equity. It is always important to have an optimal capital structure, which includes minimum risk as well as minimum cost of capital. Let's understand what are the broader sources of long-term finance available to a person who wants to start a company. The first part is proprietors funds and then comes your borrowed funds. When we talk about proprietors funds, it can be equity capital, preference capital, reserves and surplus. And in borrowed capital, it includes the long-term debts. Equity capital means they are the owners of the company, so they will have the voting rights and they will earn dividend plus capital appreciation. When we talk about preference capital, they have the preferential rights over equity capital. Reserves and surplus is from the profit of a company. When we talk about the borrowed funds, they are the debenture holders of a company. They will earn the fixed rate of interest and they do not have any voting rights. Now, next is what are the factors that determine the capital structure or the debt equity mix of a company. The first one is degree of control. If a degree of control means the voting rights. As I have already discussed, equity shareholders will have the voting rights, but the debenture holders do not have the voting rights. If the company do not want to dilute the control or the voting rights, then it may not issue or it may not go for more equity capital. It will rely more on debenture capital. Next one is flexibility of financial plan. If a company has the financial plan which requires sudden expansion or contraction in finance, so in that case debentures is easier than equity capital because equity capital we cannot suddenly contract. Next one is about the choice of investors. When we talk about investors, if the investors are aggressive and bold, they would go for equity capital. If the investors are risk averse, they would like to go for debentures. So it's again based upon the company. If it wants a proper mix of aggressive and risk averse customers or the investors, it may have a proper blend of equity and debentures. Next comes the capital market condition. If the capital market condition is good, then the company's share price will go up and there will be more number of people buying the equity capital. But if the capital market condition is bad or there is a depression, so in that case getting equity shareholders will be a tough task. So in that case we have to rely upon debentures. Next most important factor, which is cost of financing. As I have already told, optimal capital structure means keeping the cost minimum. When we compare the debentures and equity are costlier than debentures. So again, it depends upon the company how to have a blend of equity and debenture. Stability of sales. As the debentures, in case of debentures, the company is under fixed obligation to pay the principal plus the interest. So if the sales are good, if the revenue is good, then the company may rely upon debentures. But if the sales are unstable or the revenue, there is no continuity in the flow of revenue, then equity will be the solution. Size of a company, if the company is bigger in size, the reputation is good and the goodwill is good, then the company may go for equity capital. But if the company is just a startup or the company is a small company, then getting equity will be little tough, so we may rely upon debentures. To summarize, today we have learnt about the meaning and the factors influencing capital structure. In the next session, we are going to discuss about the theories that is going to guide how to choose the proper mix of debt and equity. Thank you all.